All right, let's talk about Jaxie boy. He has been the talk of the town ever since his spotlight in episode 6. But really, ever since his debut as a character, he has just been surrounded in mystery to the point where it's really hard to tell where his character is headed. But now, I'm starting to think that his character is heading in a very, very dark direction, and it's all because of one image. This image spread like wildfire and resulted in a debate whether it was real or fake, Photoshop, AI. So many people were wondering where this image popped from. Apparently Gooseworx just posted it, immediately deleted it, and then followed it up with this post. And so many people took it to heart and assumed that the image of Jax lying down was fake, despite the fact that there have been numerous times that Gooseworx has gaslit us as viewers or lied to us to keep the mystery. Gooseworx is the ultimate troll. And I feel like she was more so leaning into the fact like, hey, yeah, it was me, but, it totally wasn't me. But really, there are so many implications. The fact that episode 7, we are finally going to see Jax's room. For some reason, it has taken us this long to finally get a decent look at his room, or any look at all. We really haven't seen it one bit. The fact that ever since the beginning, even his official pin does not show his room. It just shows the outside of his room, while the packaging for the other character pins all show their rooms. Or I guess in the case of King or Pillowfort. So that will be very exciting. I want to know what is the reason why it's taken this long to see it. Is there something truly diabolical behind that door? Well, based on this shot, it doesn't really seem like it, but, who knows? What is he staring at? I feel like he is going through a lot of emotions. Is it maybe because of a ribbit? Or maybe it's because of Pomni? Or maybe it's both. But really, this also begs the question, is episode 7 really coming out that soon already? Episode 6 came out last month. That is incredible. I understand that Gooseworx previously confirmed that episodes 5, 6, 7, and 8 were all being worked on simultaneously. So I had a feeling that we wouldn't be waiting too long, but at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if we started getting teasers sometime next month with either a late October release or early November release. I feel like it's starting to look really likely, but depending on how episode 7 plays out, we might have to wait a while for episode 8 and especially 9. I feel like there is a good chance that we might have a similar situation to Murder Drones episode 7 and 8, where the final 2 episodes are just so ambitious. They take just a little bit longer. But who knows? Digital Circus is such a cash cow for Glitch. Their budget has increased exponentially, and I'm sure they are in a really good position to be able to speed up production, especially with how insanely popular the show is. But I'm sure they want to make it as perfect as possible, and I am all for it. I still strongly believe that the series will end sometime next year. I feel like maybe mid to late 2026. We'll see. I guess no one really knows other than the people at Glitch. I feel like they have at least some sort of timeline along with Gooseworx about when they expect the series to end. But I'm getting so derailed because, oh my Jaxie boy, he is about to go through a lot of shit in this episode. And the fact that this is also the first episode of the series where we don't have a clear idea who it's focused on or who the spotlight is for that episode. Well, I feel like there is a good reason for that, and I feel like it's because the last 3 episodes are going to be very lore heavy, and I feel like there is going to be a big reveal with Jax in the next episode, and a lot of people are coming to the conclusion, especially after the end of the last episode, that Jax would be the one to abstract. For the entirety of the series, people had theories about which character was going to abstract, but after the previous episode, it's become just clear to many people. Sure, Kinger could always be the one to abstract, but what if it's the character that people originally expected it the least out of? That would be a huge reveal, and I have been conflicted about if Glitch would actually go as far as to kill off one of the main characters of the show. But I really started thinking, because, you know, with their past shows, Meta Runner, Murder Drones, all of those shows had a happy ending to an extent. Sure, some had like bittersweet, sad moments, but they still tried to end the show on a high note, so that the viewer was left satisfied. And I feel like that's going to be no different with Digital Circus. I feel like there is going to be a happy ending in there somewhere, but I also feel like they're not going to hold back. Glitch has given Gooseworx full creative control to tell the story she wants to tell. If she wants to kill off Jax or one of the main Circus cast members, then by God, go do it. I have so many theories about where the final 3 episodes could go, and I plan on making videos about at least a few of them, which is hopefully very soon, because I really have been looking for an excuse to get back into proper theory crafting on the channel. I haven't been doing too many theories as of late, so I really want to get back into doing that. So I am just so curious about Jax. Do you think he's going to abstract? Do you think it's going to be another character? When do you think the episode's going to come out? I would love to hear your thoughts, because really anything can happen at this point. We are in the end game with the final 3 episodes. As I mentioned previously, and not to sound like a broken record, it's going to be very lore heavy. There are going to be some big reveals. I wonder if we are going to actually see the cast as humans, if they're actually all humans. I know there is a big theory about them all potentially being AI, which that is a whole other can of worms, which I will not be getting into in this video. But regardless, I would love to hear your thoughts on everything I discussed down in the comments below. And as always, be sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. And if you want to support this channel and help us get to 30,000 subscribers, then please go ahead and consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell. It really means a lot. I love you guys so much. I have some huge plans in the works for once I hit 30K, and in the coming months past that. I have a lot of cool things I'll be introducing to the channel, just to really show my love and support for the community. So I'm really looking forward to more Digital Circus, and I hope you guys are excited to join me on this ride for the final 3 episodes. We're in the end game, people.